Welcome to part 2 in the series on how to weed out the scammers and the not so good choices in your online dating profile. If you're trying to meet a Filipino online, let's just cut to the chase and get to it.
So last video, we talked about girls with tattoos. Today, we're talking about another huge red flag that most guys are going to overlook. That's club pics. If her profile is filled with shots of her at the club, dolled up in mini skirts and sipping cocktails with her squad, just swipe left. This rule is strict, and you might miss out on a few genuine girls. But the goal is to save time and money, and you want to avoid unnecessary risk. So just think of it like this. There are millions of Filipinas. Don't waste your energy on the ones who are putting out red flags from the start. Because here's the hidden truth. Girls who constantly post club pics, they're peacocking. They want attention, and not usually just from one guy. Most likely, they thrive off validation. She's not the loyal tradcon wife that you're looking for. So what are the more likely scenarios? Well, first of all, she probably already has a boyfriend right now. Or she's already been with a few foreigners and she's experienced in milking them for cash. Whether it's accepting allowances while cheating or being more deeply involved in scams, it's not worth the risk. If you don't believe me, look at Rafi Tulfo. He has a podcast and he's constantly talking about how there's Chinese syndicates that are using women like this to scam foreign guys and get their money. A lot of these girls work for the Chinese-run scam offices, and their whole job is to reel in desperate men, make them feel special, and then drain them financially. It's a whole industry and it's thriving. So the assumptions that you can make from club pics, she's in it for the scene. She's not in it for stability. If her idea of fun is getting drunk every weekend, that's where her focus lies. Party girls, they're looking for the next thrill. They're not looking for a long-term relationship. Second thing, she's more likely to cheat. Girls who are out dancing and drinking all the time, they're exposed to temptation constantly. If she's regularly hitting the club, surrounded by thirsty, horny guys, she's enjoying the attention. The loyalty is not her priority. So the third thing is she probably already has a boyfriend, and it's a common story. Girls with long-term Filipino boyfriends who don't mind them playing the dating app game to score some foreign money. They split the profits, and guess what? You're funding their nights out. VIP tables, bottle service. I have a friend in Mindanao, and she has told me that her boyfriend is completely okay with her having a dating app. And the reason for it is because she'll just wait for the guys to message her. They'll say, "Hey, gorgeous, how's your day?" And she'll just say something like, "Oh, not good, I'm so stressed." And of course the guy wants to come in and be a white savior. "Oh, well, what's wrong, hun? What can I do to help?" Of course he's going to want to solve her problem. So she just has to say whatever's on her shopping list. "Oh, I broke my phone, I smashed the screen, I can't do video calls, I'm so stressed out about it." And she's got guys that are just sending money straight to her PayPal, straight to Gcash. She's never had a video call with these guys. She's talked to them maybe 2 or 3 messages before they're leading with their wallet, and you don't want to be like that. So that's another assumption you can make. A lot of these girls that are posting the club pics, they're going to have this same kind of mentality where they want to have their fun, but they want to also use foreigners to get a little bit more income and give themselves more access to that fun. It's expensive to go to the clubs. Sometimes when you want to pay for a VIP table, it might be $3K, and well, that's $60. That's over a week of income in most places. Clubbing is expensive for your average Filipina, and if you want to finance her fun time, it's going to be you who's sorry later. And I've made the mistake of overlooking this red flag myself. I met this girl. She had a party phase before we met, but she was tired of it and she wanted to focus on school and work. Sounds great, right? There'd be some girl's birthday that she's friends with, or a friend needed a wing girl, or some event she just had to attend. So his boyfriend just broke up with her and she wants me to go with her. And being the reasonable guy, I didn't protest at first. So before long, I realized she's still going out 3 or 4 nights a week. She's coming home at 5 a.m. She's vomiting and she's saying, "I only had 2 drinks. Sure, 2 drinks is going to make you vomit. I don't think so. So then she started hiding it. She'd yawn on a video call. She'd be like, oh, I'm going to bed early. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting pictures in my inbox from her jealous frenemies, and they're showing her out dancing the night that she told me she was going to bed early. She's dancing. She's acting like a single girl. She's drinking. She's flirting with guys. That's another thing. Jealous Filipinas, they're not going to hesitate to throw your girl under the bus if they think she doesn't deserve a foreigner. They're going to think, oh, well, it's not fair. I deserve a foreigner. And then they'll be mad at her, and you're going to get information that you weren't even looking for. So I start receiving pictures in my inbox. I'm getting videos in my inbox. This girl is twerking on other guys. She's acting like a porn star, acting like a lesbian with the other girls. She's dancing with other dudes, putting her hands all over them. And of course I ask about it because I see all these pictures. Some of them she even posted herself, and it's always the same story. Oh, that guy, he's just gay. He's just a friend of mine. He's like a brother to me. He was just acting as my bodyguard. Well, a bodyguard is not usually gonna put his hands all over the girl that he's guarding. If that makes any sense to you, it doesn't make any sense to me. Soon after, random dudes started following my socials. So I checked them out, and guess what? They had pictures and videos of my supposed girlfriend making out with other guys. And when I confronted her, it was always, oh, that was before we met. That was a long time ago. Maybe once, but this happened twice in the same week with different guys? Come on. And she's telling me, oh, well, they recorded that 6 months before we met. Well, then why are they just posting it now after we met and we've already said that we're in a relationship? So that's not the way you want to go. You don't want to get locked down with a party girl. Hey, real quick, this is Chris. I'm just going to interrupt you really quick because I want to ask you for a favor. I need some comments. So if you could just tell me, what type of topics do you want to see next after we get done with the red flag series and the online dating Filipinas? What do you want to see next? Because I can do how much does it cost to live in the Philippines. I can do some places that you should visit. But tell me what you want to hear about that not everybody else is doing, and I'll try and get that worked into the mix. So thanks. We're going to resume now. You don't want to make the mistake of thinking that you're in a committed relationship because she's not going to be the one who's committed. It's just going to be in your mind. She's going to be going out having fun, partying. They love two things. They love partying, but the only thing that they love more than partying is lying. So learn from my mistake. Club girls will always be more trouble than they're worth. So final thoughts, swipe left on club pics. The girls who show off that lifestyle, they're not worth the risk. You don't want to get tangled up with someone who's likely juggling multiple men, possibly scamming foreigners, or just out to enjoy your nightlife without any thought of commitment. There are millions of girls on these apps. Don't waste your time on the ones who are already throwing up red flags. So next, stay tuned for part 3. It's going to be called Province Girls Only, but don't get your hopes up. As always, thanks for chilling. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah.